So I have a question for you.
Please.
There is the famous iconic line from the late great ancestor Maya Angelou, and she said, "When somebody shows you who they are, believe
Believe
them."
it.
But I've always wanted to know your thoughts on this. What is the this? How do you give somebody grace?
Hmm.
I know somebody where you're dating people, and they're showing you who they are, but you're trying to get to know them. I know people, maybe they cut things off too soon because you showed me who you are, I'm out. What is the space of somebody showing you who they are, but they're making mistakes, they're saying the wrong things, conversations aren't perfect? How do you know the difference between leaving when they show you who they are and you're trying to learn who they are?
Well, she said when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. She didn't mean that you have to leave them alone. She said,
Oh, that's a good
believe
point.
them, meaning don't try to make them be anybody else. Don't insist that they become somebody else. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And one of the things that I say to people is, particularly in relationship realm, you don't get to tell people how to love you. When you see who somebody is and they show you how they love, you can't tell them, don't love me like that. What you get to do is choose whether or not you want to participate in the way they love. You don't have
Mm,
to, they don't have to change for you. They're showing you who they are and believe them. And then choose is whether or not you want to participate. But so
mm,
very often when we see who somebody is, we judge it, we make it
true.
wrong, we try to change it. No, this is who I am. And what are you choosing? So that question that you had about grace, grace is always there, but still people get to choose.
Mm. I'm in a space right now, and I think for a lot of our listeners, where politically, culturally, it just feels very scary.
Oh yeah.
And I keep hearing this language that
Be
you have to engage.
afraid.
Right,
Be
right.
afraid. Okay.
And I keep hearing this language that you have to engage the other side. You have to talk to the other side. Mr. Yanla, I don't want to talk to the other side. If they don't believe in my right to exist, I don't want to always be a teacher. But I hear people tell me, no, you got to engage, you got to engage. In the space where we are culturally, what does that language mean, engage the other side, where it appears they don't even believe in your right to exist?
Hmm. Well, beloved, you can't
Mm,
pick a side in a round world.
mm,
There is no side in a round world. So eventually you're going to bump into whatever the polarity is of you. See, we think of it as opposites, but it's really a polarity. So the same way that I'm assuming you're a brown man,
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
or
Yeah,
me
black man.
as a brown woman, a woman of color, you as a the polarity to us would be someone European or white. But as the
Hmm.
world goes around, we're eventually going to cross each other's paths somehow. And that's when you engage. You don't have to go seeking it out to engage. And you are a teacher. That's why your voice is recognized on these airwaves and around the world. You are teaching your way of being. So teach them with no attachment to the outcome.
Mm.
So you think your teaching should change them or make them or they should pay attention to it. I didn't pay attention to a lot of my teachers. I didn't pay attention to my grandmother when she said, "Don't marry him." I married him. Okay. I should have listened to my teacher. Okay. So you can teach, but don't be attached to the outcome. You got a pencil there?
I
I want to give you a
I do.
prescription so
Yes.
that you don't have to be tormented by this stuff. Write this down. One letter
Hmm.
under the other. A
Hmm.
T
Hmm.
T
Hmm.
U
Hmm.
N
Hmm.
E. Attune.
Attune.
We can attune. We don't have to change or engage. Attune. Let me tell you what attune means. A, accept. You don't have to like it, but accept that they don't even think you have the right to exist. That don't change your right to exist. But
Hmm.
you have to accept that some people have chosen to feel that way. And T, turn toward. Turn toward, not away from. Turn toward even so that you can observe and see what the hell they doing. Let me watch you because you are a cautionary tale. Okay. Like everybody was warned today. They were like, "You can't go to New York today. You know them protesters gonna be up there because that man getting arrested." I said, "He's a
Right.
fool. He ain't going nowhere. He just trying to whip people up into a frenzy." So turn toward, not away from. Turn toward, even to observe. Then the you, understand. Understand. That means get up underneath the thing and stand in the truth of what it is. And what we're looking at is people's fear and pain. The uglier they behave, the greater is their cry for love. We got to understand that they're so afraid that they're losing their grip on power. They're so afraid that the order of the world is shifting from this patriarchal domination to the feminine acceptance and softness. So understand that. What you're looking at is only 20% of the story. Get up underneath it. So the you is understanding. And the N is nurture. Nurture you as you're looking at this crazy conglomeration nurture yourself. What does it take for you to feel good, to be healthy? Drink your juice, do your exercise, get your rest. Nurture yourself because it's crazy what we're looking at. And
Yeah.
then the E is empathy, not sympathy, empathy. And sometimes empathy is, I can't even imagine what you have been through to make you so crazy.
I love that. I
Something
love
must have happened. Was it the grits, baby? Is that what made you this
that.
crazy? Okay.
That
So
is amazing.
attune. Don't
Yes.
don't no againstness. But no againstness. Just look at it. And So y- yeah, because it's
I love that.
crazy out here.
Miss Iyanla Van Zant, it is an honor all these years to talk to you on my show on Sirius XM after the impact that your book had on me. I want to thank you so much. I wish you all the love and light and energy, and thank you for all the love you bring to everybody else.
Thank you. And you take good care of yourself. And remember, you are a teacher. You are teaching every day.
You just taught me in this moment. I'm gonna stop saying that.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop saying I'm not here to teach nobody. That's my own. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I didn't even think of it that way.
Okay.
Didn't even think of it that way.